James, they think you got more on your face than you did in your mouth.
However, you'll see that he managed to get most of your cake down.
Was it really okay?
Best ever. Am I right, sport? My son never lies.
Wow, my first homemade cake. Who knows what I'll make tomorrow?
I can't wait.
Maybe I'll make paella. Oh, you know who loves paella? It's Ethan.
Don't, Sheridan.
How can I not think about losing someone else who means the world to me? Even if they find Ethan alive, what difference is it gonna make? They were about to remove his respirator right before Teresa kidnapped him. Honestly, Chris, I don't know how much more loss I can bear.
I know how difficult this has been on you, Sheridan. First losing your son, then Luis, and now Ethan.
Sometimes it's more than I can bear.
No, it's not. I know it seems that way, but you're a strong woman, Sheridan. I remember you standing up to an organized crime thug pointing a gun at us.
That's different. He was gonna kill you.
It was the bravest thing I've ever seen anyone do. You don't give yourself enough credit.
Thanks. I should call Gwen and see if there's any news on Ethan.
Didn't she say she would call you when they found him?
Yes.
Then relax. You keep on forgetting you don't have to handle these things on your own anymore.
You don't know how much that means to me.
And I meant what I said. I won't rush you or push you into anything that you're not ready for.
Thank you. I don't know what I'd do without you. And James. And you know, I never really was part of a real family until now. Luis and I never really had the chance with Marty.
And you never had a real family growing up?
Not even close. The word dysfunctional doesn't even describe home life at the Creighton family. That is, when I was invited home for boarding school, which was very rare. When I was, cook prepared all the meals. I usually ate alone or with Pilar. Never with my father or with Julian, even.
Why not?
Well, because Julian's older. He was usually out somewhere with his friends.
It must have been a very lonely childhood.
Yes, it was.
Which is exactly the opposite of my experience growing up. I was one of 7 kids.
Wow.
I would have given a lot to be a little lonely sometimes. I remember we had to race each other to the dinner table to make sure we got a decent helping of food. Mom and Dad didn't have a lot.
Sounds like fun, though.
It was, looking back. All the laughing, the talking over each other. Wasn't that much fun waiting for your turn in the bathroom, though. We only had one to share between 9 people. Not a pretty picture in the morning before school. My sisters would take what seemed like an eternity in there getting ready. The fights we had when they came out.
Sounds like happy times to me.
I didn't think so then, but now I know how lucky I was.
When I was young, I would watch reruns of all the shows.
Yeah, I Love Lucy and Bewitched. Those were my favorites.
Huh. There were those. But then there were others, and they were all about the families. Oh, the Brady Bunch, Partridge Family, 8 is Enough. They all had tons of children and happy, loving parents. Sort of like your family.
Is that what you dreamed of? Big, bustling house full of brothers and sisters?
Absolutely. Since I didn't have it growing up, that's what I always hoped for myself. Before Marty was born, I told Luis that he was going to be the first of at least 6 children.
And then everything changed?
After I was kidnapped, nothing was ever quite the same.
You're still young, Sheridan. Your dreams can still come true.
I hope so. Because if not, I'm not quite sure what I'm living for. Good job coloring.
I was thinking, son, do you know what holiday is coming up pretty soon?
Christmas.
Exactly. How would you feel about we go out this weekend and buy a tree? One we can all decorate together.
Yay!
I think he likes the idea.
And you?
I'd love it. That was another thing I didn't have growing up. My father always hired a professional to decorate our very artificial tree. You couldn't stand the idea of pine needles in the sacred chambers.
Well, then you're in for a treat. We're gonna find the tree with the greenest, smelliest pine needles. In fact, I've got a better idea. We're gonna go out and cut one down ourselves. I know of a little Christmas tree farm not too far from here.
Really? I would love that. I think it's time for somebody to go to bed. Since it's not Daddy and it's not me, that leaves you, young man. Of course, if you're comfy right here, I'm not complaining. Maybe I better put him to bed.
Video.
Again? You've seen it about a dozen times. This week. Anyway, the DVD player's in Sheridan's room. We don't want to keep her up, do we?
That's okay. You can watch it in there.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay, well, just for a little while. Huh? You coming?
No, thanks. I have a little more cleaning up to do.
Okay. Come on, mister.
Please, God, let them find Ethan. Please bring him back to Ivy and Gwen. I can't even imagine what they're going through.
Two bears caught in Goldilocks' bed. I'll get out of here so you can get some rest.
No, don't. You're both so comfy. And so am I.